where does Sha'Carri now fit? Maybe not when it comes to gold and silver. I think we've agreed, but she's still the reigning world champion, and you can't just ignore that part. So, like, where is she now in the discussion?
She's not gonna medal.
Yeah, nah,
She's not gonna
nah.
medal. And if she was to medal, this would be one of the most remarkable bronze medalists in the history of women's sprints because she hasn't shown form. If you believe that she's gonna medal, it would be strictly off of the fact that you really like her, and she's very likable. But um, and to be honest, my bronze medal pick may come across like that too. We'll get to that in a second. But as far as her, I don't see I don't I'm not seeing any glimmers of confidence for one, and I haven't really seen a glimmer of performance where I'm thinking she can medal. Now her last race was her best race. She ran
Yeah,
11:06,
yeah.
Yeah,
Brussels,
11:05. Yeah.
ran 11:05 in Brussels, which is season best.
and she looked
And
good in like the second half of the
yeah,
race. Like she looked good execution wise.
yeah. But and another thing is she has her scope on Melissa every day. They train together, so that's been playing in her favor as far as knowing where she's at. But I don't believe she's gonna I don't believe she's gonna medal. And I'll even say this. If she's not in contention to medal, she'll know. She'll know because she's done it before. And she'll know how close she is to Melissa and where she would finish, in comparison with her. If she's not in medal shape, I don't know if she'll run. I
Wait,
don't know.
you think you think like she'll run the heats and then pull out if she thinks she's
No,
not
I don't even know if she would. I don't even know if she would compete. She's had a rough season. She's been dealing with a lot.
interesting?
She's been dealing with a lot of just life things on top of some injury stuff. It's been rough. It's been a rough season. And sometimes when you get to the championships, you got to make a tough decision
Interesting.
to say, look, I'm not, I haven't been able to prepare the way I usually have. I'm a world champion. I've done this. I know the route that I had to go through and that I have gone through to be on the top of the podium and to be at my best. This has been a rough season. And because of this, I don't want to go. I don't think I don't want to put myself into the fray right now because I'm not at my best. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened because I, it it really doesn't look like she's going to medal right now. And yeah, that bronze is up for grabs, but even still, a lot of these women haven't been dealing with anything remotely close to what she's been dealing with all season. So don't be surprised if she doesn't run, man.
I mean, what you just said, I mean, it's not a, it's a, it sounds like a bold take, but I'll say this much. There's two ways to approach track and field. And when it comes to the competitive component of what I've seen from Sha'Carri in the past, thinking back to the Diamond League final, think Sha'Carri runs for the gold, she runs for the win. And when the win doesn't feel attainable, I think that's part of what we've been watching in these races earlier this season as well. That like she kind of takes her foot off the gas because fourth, fifth, and sixth don't matter to her. The thing about Sha'Carri, and the real problem, and this is when I say problem, it's less about her and more about the world around her. Sha'Carri got the crown, and I mean like in America, because I'm speaking from that context, where like she built up this reputation, and that reputation was the fastest woman, and she had that reputation before she actually had earned anything. Like she had won Olympic trials, didn't go to the games, but like she became a thing without even going to the games. I don't know if there's ever been a woman, an athlete in track and field who could say they became as big as she got without actually going to the games.
Yeah, not on that
So,
scale.
so now that that happened, and then it's like,
Like any games, not our championships.
yeah,
She had been to anything. Yeah,
yeah,
no,
Yeah.
but then
no.
here's the funny thing, because 2022 was a down year, like for her, she performed poorly. Like the season just crashed and burned in terms of like performance, and then 2023, she wins the world. Like that actually happened. Like she goes out and wins the world. So then when that is like the next piece of the story, it's like that like cemented the expectation because like it's crazy. Like people thought she was the fastest even when she wasn't. They thought she was the best when she wasn't, and then she won the world. So from that point
And
on,
she
it's
actually
like,
won when she was being doubted.
yeah,
A lot of people didn't think she was going to win that
Mhm.
year.
yeah. But I
So
mean,
she
like
was
the
less of a
American,
favorite.
yeah. But I think like, I mean, at the end of the day, she's American. Like, yeah, you like track people might be thinking that, but
Right.
like again, you gotta
Oh, but the
understand,
general public would have
yeah,
been like, yeah, she's gonna win.
like
You're right. Yeah.
because he was what was the show that was discussing, it was what was the podcast? It wasn't Joe Budden. It was um yeah,
Where they were
like
talking about her.
yeah, because like they were
Was
talking
it
about
Nightcap?
her and Christian, and like it wasn't Nightcap, but it's not important. I mean, I even talked about it on my channel, it's just escaped me. Oh, the Breakfast Club, and when they were
Oh,
Okay.
Breakfast
discussing it,
Club.
this is where you have to understand where Americans are starting the negotiations. The Breakfast Club was not even aware. Like when I say not aware, they thought that Sha'Carri Richardson is faster than Christian Coleman to the point where
Oh, I remember that.
They Googled
Mhm.
it. They were looking at the times. Then they were like, "Oh, well, Christian Coleman did run the fastest time in the world in 2023 for a man." Like people's understanding of track is so
Right.
disjointed. Like this is where the
Right.
American public is started. Because see, Sha'Carri is a name that's relevant to the American public. That's important.
Right.
She broke through where she's not just a track person.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when she runs, she's defending a reputation. She's not actually running
Exactly.
for medals because she already has more
So you have to take
reputation
that
than a
into
medal
account,
can get
man.
her. The medal actually is just like holding on to the rep, if that makes sense. They already think I'm the fastest. All I can do is lose and mess it up.
Right. And
Yeah.
she's a brand, man, and
Yeah.
she's been losing more than she probably would have liked to have been losing so far this year. But no one, the general public isn't going to see that. Like you're lucky in track and field to kind of be able to hide through some losses in the earlier races because you, no one's watching the Diamond League like that. You show up at the championships, people think you win all the time if
Yeah.
you win.
Yeah.
So she knows that. Her handlers know that. I mean, she's a brand. She got to take a lot of other things into account here. So if she doesn't run, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
That's fair. That's fair. I will say, because yeah, we have a couple of the names. I'd be interested in our bronze. I will say after what she did in Brussels, I felt that gave me at least confidence that like, assuming she of course goes through, that she can make the final. Because before then, I was like not even sure if there was a question on like, okay, is she informed to make the final at Worlds?
Right, right.
So at least that gave me a little confidence. My name is Anderson from the Final Leg.
And I'm Coach Rob from SCA Track and Field. And thank you for watching this segment from the finish line.
If you want to know what's really going on at the high school and college level, be sure to subscribe to Coach Rob Track and Field.
And if you want more content on the best track and field athletes in the world, be sure to subscribe to The Final Leg.